Hello everyone, my name is Katya and today I'm going to show you how to crochet this blanket or a throw. It is a very easy pattern and it works up quickly because we're using super bulky yarn. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. It will help my channel a lot. Thank you. For this project I'm using yarn by Loops and Threads. It's a number 6 super bulky yarn. And the hook size that I'll be using is a 6.5mm crochet hook. You don't have to use this yarn, you can switch it up and use any yarn of your choice with any hook size. We're going to start with the slip knot and a chain of 130 if you're making the same size blanket as I am. If you need to change the size, this pattern is worked using multiple of 5. Continue chaining up until you have a total of 130 chains. Once you finish chaining 130, we need to work 1 double crochet using the 4th chain. So don't count this one on the hook. Start here, 1, 2, 3, and right over here is our 4th chain. We're going to work 1 double crochet using that chain. And this starts row 1. And right over here, this chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. So here's 1 and here's 1 more stitch. So far we have 2 stitches. And now we need to skip 4 chains. So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the 5th chain, work 2 double crochets. Chain 1 and work 2 more double crochets back into that same chain. Here's 1 and 2. So into that same chain we work the shell. So we work 2 double crochets, chain 1 and 2 double crochets. Let's continue. You're going to skip 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th chain repeat. Work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Here's 1 double crochet, go back into that same chain and work 1 more double crochet. Chain 1 and work 2 double crochets back into that same chain. 1 and 2. And let's repeat again. We're going to skip 4 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the 5th chain, repeat. Work 2 double crochets. 1 and 2, chain 1 and work 2 double crochets back into that same chain. And this is pretty much the pattern for row 1. We're going to skip 4 chains. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the 5th chain you're going to work a shell by working 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Here's 1, 2, chain 1 and work 2 double crochets back into that same chain. Continue working like this and I'll meet you at the end to show you how to finish this row. I'm coming to the end of row 1 and I just finished working my last shell and I have 6 chains left. Skip 4 chains. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Into the next chain, work 1 double crochet. And into the last chain, work 1 double crochet. So we just worked 1 double crochet using the last 2 chains. And that's how we're going to end each row. We're always going to work 1 double crochet using the last 2 stitches. For row 2, which is the repeat of the rest of the rows, we're going to start by chaining 3. 1, 2, 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Turn your work. And right over here using this next stitch, work 1 double crochet. And we're always going to start this way. Now you're going to skip all these double crochets and find your chain 1, which is right here. Into that chain 1, you're going to work your shell stitch, which is 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 1 and work 2 double crochets back into that same chain 1 space. you're going to find your next chain one space, which is right here. So you're skipping all this, and into the chain one space, work 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, chain 1, and work 2 double crochets back into that same chain 1 space. And that's the pattern. So let's go ahead and find the next chain 1 space, which is right here. So you're skipping all these double crochets, and you're going to see the chain 1, and into that chain 1 you're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. Here's 1 double crochet, 2, chain 1, and 2 double crochets back into that same chain 1 space, 1 and 2. Continue working on this pattern, and I'll meet you at the end of this row to show you how to finish it. I'm coming to the end of row 2, and I just finished working my last shell stitch using the chain 1 from the previous row. And to end this row, we're going to work 1 double crochet using the next 2 stitches. So right over here is our double crochet stitch. Go ahead and work 1 double crochet using that stitch. And to work the next double crochet, we need to find the top of the 3rd chain. So here's 1, 2, 3. And into that chain, picking up both loops, you're going to work your last double crochet. So we just worked 1 double crochet using the last 2 stitches. For row 3 and the rest of the rows, we're going to repeat row 2. We're going to start by chaining 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Turn your work and work 1 double crochet using the next stitch. So right next to it is our double crochet. Go ahead and work your double crochet. And now you're just going to look for your chain 1 spaces, and you're going to work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. And again, you're going to find your next chain 1 space and work 2 double crochets, chain 1, 2 double crochets. And that's all it is here. This is the same pattern you're going to follow and work on your blanket and make it as large as you want it to be. I'm going to continue and work on mine, and I will let you know how many rows I work on. I went ahead and I've worked a total of 73 rows, and this is how it looks like. Now my blanket is pretty long. You don't have to work this many rows. You can work less if you like to. I used a total of 7 skeins, and I have this much yarn left over. There's 2 ways you can finish your blanket. You can leave it this way, or you can add an extra row that looks like this. Now this is the foundation chains that we did in the beginning of the blanket. I'm going to show you how to add the same one here. So if you like, you can leave it this way, or you can add an additional row. It's up to you. We're going to start the same way. We're going to chain 3. This chain 3 stands as the first double crochet. Turn your work. And right over here, we're going to work 1 double crochet into the next stitch. Now chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into this chain 1 space, work 1 slip stitch. Repeat, chain 4, 2, 3, 4, and slip stitch into the next chain 1 space. And that's all it is here. You're going to chain 4, and you're going to slip stitch into the chain 1 space. Again, chain 4, and slip stitch using the next chain 1 space. Continue working like this, and I'll meet you at the end. And this is how it looks like. So it's up to you how you finish your rows. Like I said, you can leave it this way, or you can add a row that looks like this. Continue working, and I'll meet you at the end of this row. Here I'm coming to the end of this row. And to finish, I went ahead and I chained 4, and we're going to use the 2 stitches at the end, same as before. We're just going to work 1 double crochet using the last 2 stitches. And this ends this row. Let's go ahead and chain 1 and cut our yarn. Pull out your hook, tighten it, I'm going to use my hook to weave in this yarn tail, and I'm just going to pick up as many stitches as I can and just kind of weave it in back and forth using the stitches. And that's all it is here. So right over here you can see that it's fraying, so I'm just going to pull this fibers, and then I'm just going to cut the ends, and you are done. You can repeat the same thing to the other yarn tail. And here's our finished blanket or throw. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.